Okay, I want to show you what some of the filters are on my Yaesu 847 FT847. So I'm on the 15 meter band here, and I'm looking at fldigi, the waterfall display. It's showing the noise, the sound visually. So as you see that line right there, there's a tone, and it's coming in on my antenna. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's there. I just wiggled a little bit with the tuning knob. You can see it right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the notch. Let's see here. It's right here. Notch. Now watch what happens. The processor in the radio is going to begin to isolate that tone. It will darken it up. It'll start fading it out. It's going after that tone. It's looking at that whole spectrum, and it's looking for repeating tones that it can notch out. And you'll see the area darken on either side of the line as it brings that whole area down, attenuates it so that you don't hear it as much. This is done automatically in the firmware of the radio through their DSP processors. So it's a pretty good notch right there now, as you can see. Now I'm going to release it over here. I'm going to release it on 3. I want you to see that it'll come back. 1, 2, 3. So the line is now much brighter, and I think you can probably hear it. It's a high-pitched tone. So that's what the notch filter does. There's also a digital filter on this radio, so I can activate that, and I can spin the noise from either side of the display. I'm pulling the lower frequencies, attenuating those now, as you can see over here. I'm slowly bringing the dial in, and then there's a separate knob here. That's all the way up from the bottom. That's this knob right here. Now I'm going to grab the inside of it, and I'm going to spin the high frequency down slowly. So you can see, brings that noise down. So now I have a small pass band here, and you can kind of move that around if you want to. I'm all the way to the stops on both of them, so I can open them up a little bit, whatever. So it helps you isolate a tone, and you can also do some of that with the tuning knob. So if you go back to our signal of interest, our SOI, I can spin the dial. I'm on 15 meters here. I spin the dial a little bit. I can move, I can force that to move. And I can move it the other way also. And if I activate the notch filter, I can force this to chase that signal. It'll find it, and it'll start attenuating it, and making it less prominent. Then I can move it. So I think I might find a really good one out there somewhere on the HF bands, and I can show you another example of that with a tone that's much more prominent. So anyway, this is fldigi. It's running in Linux. Ham radio is tuned to the 15 meter band, and I was just listening into on the PSK frequency. So, and I noticed that signal of interest right there. So if you can see that, I'm going to release the notch filter, and you'll see it come back prominent. All right, thanks for watching. Ham radio, fun stuff.